What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are at Riverside Archers in Southern California. We're going to take advantage of some of this really steep terrain, do some uphill, downhill, even side hill shots. So stick with us. Be sure to like and subscribe, comment on this video, and let us know if what you saw today was helpful, and also if you'd like to see something different in the future. So with that being said, get to shooting. We're going to start off with this spike buck target over my shoulder here. It's about 65 yards away downhill, about 15 degrees. The biggest thing that I like to do on uphill or downhill shots is to get a secure base. So for instance, a downhill shot, I'm going to want to dig my back foot in deeper so it sits more level with my front foot. I'm going to want to keep my feet as close together as possible. You start to get real unsettled when your feet are far apart. So the closer they are, the tighter of a base you're going to have and the more solid of a shot you're going to get. So we'll go ahead, we'll get our feet set, we'll double check the range. We got about a 10-mile-an-hour wind coming in our face, a little bit right to left. We do have some gusts, about 20 miles an hour. We're going to try to shoot in between the gusts. You can kind of hear them coming through the canyon, so we'll try to get a shot off before we start hearing that. It's a little bit of a difficult shot. We are in the sun, the target's in the shade, and it is that spike buck target, so it's actually a tiny, a small body target. So get our feet set, we'll double check the range, make sure our sight's good, pull back and let one fly.
All right, for the second shot today, I'm gonna be shooting downhill and I'm on a side hill as well. So downhill, side hill shot at 48 yards on a bedded buck, which should be right over here over my left shoulder. The thought process on this one is that I'm gonna lean my top cam into the side hill. So that way when I'm going through my shot process, that level, the bubble will level back out by the time I get to release. So that's the plan on this one. Hopefully I can put it somewhere in the vitals and we'll see how it goes.
All right, so for an uphill shot, it's just as important on the downhill shot to get your footing right, because your footing is key when it comes to these uneven shots. Without good footing, you got your pin float is really bad, you're super shaky, and you just don't have that great of a shot, that great of an outcome. So this one we got a 42 yard, I think it's the Booner mule deer target. Shooting uphill, so I'm going to want to keep my feet at a pretty tight stance, feet close together. I am standing on a berm, so I don't have the luxury of digging one side in to get it level. So what I'm going to do is dig down a little just so that the toes, the balls of my feet are almost flush with each other. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of toe pressure, so I'm leaning into the hill slightly. Because when you're at full draw, your body has a tendency to want to fall back, and it gets real uncomfortable when you're at full draw trying to hold on the target and you feel your body pulling away from it and you're trying to correct with your bow arm. So we're going to get a good stance here, get our feet pretty parallel to each other, add that toe pressure, make sure we're dialed for 42, get an arrow that flies good, and we'll give it a shot.
All right, now that we finished up shooting a few shots that were downhill, uphill, showing the different side hill angles, now Bill was nice enough to leave these targets out from last week's shoot, the St. Patty Day shoot. So we're gonna take advantage of that. We're gonna walk around the course and shoot 5 to 10 targets, whatever we can fit in before it gets dark today. So we're kind of fighting the sun now, but we'll do as many as we can, and hopefully Travis shoots worse than I do. So.
Take a 10 for Ryan, and a liner 10 for me. All right, target number 2, 30-yard Cobra. pretty tough shot. The sun was like directly in my face. All I could see was these white rings on its wing here. Ryan is a 10 center, and I got lucky that they have such big rings. I'm a 10 also. On to number 3. All right, that was target number 4, 49.7 yards. Looks like Ryan's effective range is a little closer than that. He did a little trash talking on the last target, so he shot a 5, like he should, and I shot a 10. All right, 2 bad shots. Ryan's an 8, I'm a 5. .42-yard mountain lion. Ryan's an 8, and Travis is a 10. 10! 10!
All right, so that arrow tipped over after Travis shot it, but where'd you hit?
Got a 12.
Got a 12, huh?
Got a 10. Just seen how bent that arrow was, though.
You got a 10. He just told me all about how 12s don't count. Now he's trying to claim you got a 12.
Is there a good blood trail?
Yeah, good blood trail. So I guess I'm an 8.
Nice. You killed it.
8.
Bring him back on the trail. All right, this is the last target. It was a 41.5-yard wolf. Ryan got a 5, I got a 10. Ryan will, when he puts this thing together, we'll have him put a running total or a final total up at the corner of the video so we can see who won, because I don't really remember what we all scored. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. It kind of started out with us being a little bit serious with the uphill downhill stuff, and then we took advantage of all these targets that were set up, so kind of turned into a goofy little 3D tournament between the two of us. Be sure to like and subscribe. We got a pickup coming up next week at home, so that'll be a pretty interesting video, and we'll see you on the next one.